Okay. 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 Kind of working. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Okay, friends. We made it. We made it. I need to learn not to trust the church Wi-Fi, y'all. The Wi-Fi is literally like the receiver is literally 20 feet from me through this wall. Oh well. I'm back, friends. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Well, well, okay. We got a few folks here now. Thank you all for following me. Thank you for your patience. What are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? Let's see. Hi, Lashers. There's Chris from Argentina. Welcome. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Um, Umfla Glumfla. Good evening from the other side of the world. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Greetings. Yeah, the church Wi-Fi, it's one of those things where I think that like so many people here have logged into it over the years that it just automatically finds their phones and there's so many connected devices. Even now when there's hardly any people here, it's a downtime, right? The next service doesn't start for 45 minutes. So there's not a lot of people here right now, but still LTE is working better. So there you go. Yeah, the other video apparently just kind of petered out. And so we start again, friends. Thank you for hanging out and for being back with me here. I was talking about last week and just having a whole bunch of stuff happening in our daily schedules, and I don't have as much of a time frame to put in and just do these videos on the day of, the last couple weeks at least, and this week continues that. So we I've got a couple of pre-recorded reactions that I have cherry picked because they're that good, y'all. And then we've got some big stuff happening on Patreon this week and on YouTube at the end of the week. So let me tell you what is shaking. Matt, that's a good. Matt's asking for a liquid tension experiment. I have LTE scheduled on the 30th of this month. That's the next time I have them scheduled on my calendar. Cool. So last week we heard from Black Sabbath, we heard from Deep Purple, and we finished up Led Zeppelin 1, side 2 of Led Zeppelin 1. And y'all, I was a bigger fan of Led Zeppelin 1 than I was expecting to be. I was expecting it to be good, and I was expecting to like it. But boy, it was great. Those guys, those British guys can play the blues, can't they? Holy crap. Awesome stuff. So, I also last week took a look at a few pieces that have been in our master list for a long time on our Patreon, because on our Patreon this month for our fan favorites, we're just taking a look at a whole collection of songs that have been on our master list that people have sent in and asked me to get to for a long time, and just haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to get to it. So this is me kind of giving back to all the people that have been asking me to get to some songs. And here on Patreon, I can get to them in a big swath, right? So we've got a poll ongoing, and um, that video will be next week that I get to that one. But this past week, I did take a look at three pieces that I definitely wanted to hear, and we just got right to it. We heard Anekdoten with Shooting Star. We heard Antonio Carlos Jobim with Corcovado. Did a little analysis to that one, and I think I got some of it. It's really harmonically intricate. And then we finished up with some Wobbler, y'all, a great prog band. And we heard Foxlight from them, and I really did enjoy it. So that's available on the Patreon as well. So this week, what's up, Yuri? Yuri's from Ukraine. Awesome, good to see you. I wanted to suggest listening to a composition of a great group from Germany, Sigus Even. Okay, I will look into that. Thank you, thank you. Matthew is asking if I've ever taken a look at music from Richie Kotzen. I don't think I know that name. I don't think I know that name. But thank you for sending that in. I'll take a look. Thank you. Ross, yeah, somebody was asking, or Graham was asking about Brian Wilson. React to Pet Sounds or any Beach Boys or Brian Wilson album. I'm struggling a bit because I would love to, and I'm heartbroken by the loss of Brian Wilson. I love his approach that he brought to pop music. He brought a contrapuntal and an informed approach to making popular music, and it kind of forever changed the landscape, right? Just a phenomenal musician, and his loss is hitting everybody pretty hard. I did record a full album reaction to Pet Sounds, and I did put it on YouTube. I originally did it on our Patreon, and it's still there if y'all want to see it. But I tried to release it on YouTube, and it got blocked. So if you want to see it, it's over on Patreon, and it's a good watch, y'all. If you want to be joining me to listen to some Beach Boys, that's the one that I would point you to. Um, Wow, Corey Kirkland is asking, "What's your favorite song so far this year, or is your favorite reaction so far this year?" Off the top of my head, I've got my calendar here. The one I was most surprised at was the video game Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That music is darn good. It's pretty damn amazing, y'all. That exceeded expectations, and I really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you for the question. Let's see. How many fish shows are you going to this summer? Right now, none. We don't have a lot of big plans, y'all. We're trying to take care of our health. I have diabetes. Megan's dealing with her health issues. She just had surgery. Trixie's, our dog, is having a cancerous mass removed on Tuesday. Being sick in America hurts your pocketbook, and we're just trying to get from month to month right now. So we don't have any plans to do much of anything. Traveling, not much. We're just kind of sticking close to the vest and trying to take care of ourselves. Yeah. So that's what we got right now. Um, hmm. Thank you, Savage. I'm gonna have some more Iron Maiden coming up soon. Coming up soon. Actually, let me tell you all about that. Let me get back to this month. Uh, so So yeah, I have a couple of pre-recorded episodes that are coming at you on Monday and Wednesday. First, I'm going to share with y'all a song by Motorhead because I haven't shared a lot of songs by Motorhead here on the channel previously, and I heard Overkill by them on our most recent fan favorites, which celebrated some metal music. And I was enthralled by that. They had like the whole false ending. We're going to go again. False ending. Let's keep going. You think we're done? No, we're not. We're going to keep right on rolling. It was really cool. So I'm sharing that one for Metal Monday tomorrow. I've got that one ready to go, and I'll be on with y'all, so that'll premiere at 4:30 at our normal time. Great stuff there. On Tuesday, the Patreon fans have voted, friends. I know what the next extended play lounge is going to be, and I think I'm going to record it early because, meaning tomorrow, not Tuesday. I probably won't release it until Tuesday, but I don't know what kind of brain I'm going to have on Tuesday while Trixie's in surgery. So I want to get it done early so that I'm of sound mind. But we're going to take a look at Jimi Hendrix. Are You Experienced? The debut album from Jimi Hendrix, and you know, there's parts of that that I've heard, but there's a lot of it that I haven't. And we had some pretty hefty competition. As I recall, Wings, Paul McCartney's Band on the Run, and a Kansas album was in the mix, and all three of them are really vying for that top spot. But Jimi Hendrix won out, so I'll look at that this week. We had a meeting with the Council of Dougs yesterday, and we talked about the differences between the original UK release and the international release. Andrew, I'm working on that. I think I'm going to have a playlist if it ends up being, and people have told me different things, but if it ends up being that the American or the international based album kind of gets more of it and then we can supplement in, we'll figure it out. But I, I will tell you all this. I am planning to get to all of the songs that were included on either the UK edition or the international edition and just make them all into, like, this is the album, right? So I'll get to all of it. Yeah, and it'll be great. It'll be great. So look for that this week on Patreon exclusively, y'all, because Jimmy's estate also, I believe, blocks here on YouTube. So I don't know if that'll ever end up here on YouTube. Cool. Thanks, Stephen. I'll take a look at that. People have told me that over on Spotify, especially, the playlist of the album looks good. So I'll make sure that I get it right before I hit record, y'all. Awesome, Timu. Yeah, we had or we do have at least one solo song from Bruce Dickinson in the fan favorites voting this this month. I don't know if it's going to make it. The last I checked, but I've got him on the on the brain as well. Bradley is asking for classic Glass Hammer reaction, please. Do I know that band? Do I know Glass Hammer? I don't know if I do. And Dwayne, I don't know Terj Ripdahl either. Wow. Barry's asking, did you listen to Montrose? I don't think so. What's Montrose? Is that that's not the place with the jazz festival over in Switzerland, right? Hmm. Wow, look at oh, it's Sammy Hagar's band. Okay. Look at y'all bringing in the stuff. The stuff. Montrose is early Sammy Hagar. Well, I do enjoy some Sammy Hagar. Dude can sing, right? Thank y'all for this. Nevermore as well. I don't know them. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Get in. That's Montreux. Thank you. Thank you. I got close. I got close. I'm hooked on phonics, y'all. I mean, so I'm in the ballpark. Come on. Um, let's see. So Motorhead's coming up on Monday. Jimi Hendrix is coming up on Tuesday on Patreon. On Wednesday, we're doing Take 5 from Dave Brubeck, y'all. Back in April, this came and gone. April was Jazz Appreciation Month, and we did an entire fan favorites with some jazz favorites. And I haven't really spoken a ton about it, but I loved that fan favorites, and I cherry picked one for YouTube here, and I'm going with Dave Brubeck, the Dave Brubeck Quartet, and Take 5. It's a classic tune. It's one that I had heard, but we have a lot of fun with it, and we pick it apart a little bit. And that's coming at you on Wednesday. Rock and roll, friends. Cool. What are y'all saying now? That's right, Leffe. Jazz tunes should not be forgotten. Hmm. Awesome, Kieran. Wonderful. Any plans to analyze a classical piece from Sim 89? Most of the classical analyses that I do are over on my Patreon. Most recently, actually last month, we honored the new Pope by taking a look at a piece of choral music called the Miserere. It's written by um, Allegri, and it's ancient, but it's been associated with papal stuff and performed pretty exclusively in the Sistine Chapel for hundreds of years. And we took a look at that one. We've done some Strauss. We've done the entire Holst planets. I got more classical stuff that we can do. Normally, that stuff's on Patreon. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Wonderful. Do you ever play any horns, Doug? Yeah. So, Kieran, my training is in composition and theory. My secondary instrument is voice. Actually, I did a voice minor in undergrad, and so I would consider voice to be my second instrument. I do play keyboards, but I'm not entirely great at it. I'm more of a rhythm keyboard player. I know my keyboard from just knowing the chords and knowing the progressions, and that part of my training and my hand-eye coordination allows me to play pretty decently. But if you ask me to play like Bach or something, I don't think I can do it very well, especially because my left hand just sucks when it comes to playing the piano. Most of it is in the right hand. Hey, look at this. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Did I miss this? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hi, Mike. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. You already did the bass solo. Got to do the rest of Metallica's first album. Extra credit if you do No Life Till Leather, the original demo with Dave Mustaine. Good idea. It's been a long time since we've done Metallica on the channel. First album from Metallica. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll put that on the calendar. We'll get to that. We'll do that like a side at a time. This summer for sure. Thank you for that. That's a good idea. Steven is asking for some Alban Berg. That's some heady shit. Steven, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to dive into 12-tone theory and matrices and all that shit? I don't know if I'm ready to dive back into all that. It's been a while since I thought about that stuff. Amazing, amazing music. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. He says, yes, please. All right. All right. All right. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll just be me and you. We'll talk about Berg. It'll be fine. We'll invite a few of our friends. Let's see. More Tower of Power, Little Feat, and Zappa, please. Jamie, those are some great options there. Zappa, I always try to get back to occasionally. We did hear some Little Feat on our last Doug on Demand with the Council of Dougs. That was fun. Wonderful stuff. Ralph, yeah, I'm a fan of Rachmaninoff's music as well. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, LTE, they're amazing, aren't they? I think I'm going to get back to LTE 1 for my next album reaction by then, but LTE 3 won't be too far behind. That was some amazing, amazing stuff. I mean, John Petrucci, Mike Portnoy, Jordan Rudess, and Tony Levin. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. I'd listen to the four of those guys play Scrabble. I mean, much less play their instruments. What's up, Jacob? What are the chances of you reacting to some new to you Iron Maiden? This Friday is when we're going to do it. So recently, friends, we did Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden. We started on a Friday and then we finished it up on a Monday. right? Back to back episodes, Friday to Monday. And I loved it. Great album, right? And I told the folks we're just going right in order. And, we've done a whole lot of Iron Maiden, but I'm going back and just kind of checking out the discography in chronological order. And I missed one. I missed an album. I didn't even mean to, but the Number of the Beast got overlooked. So I'm going back to it. I'm going back to it. Yeah, Solitaire. I'm going back to it. So we're going to do the Number of the Beast side 1 on Friday, and then we're going to do side 2 on Monday. Side 2 on Monday. And I looked at it, and I think most of side 1 I have not heard. There's a few songs on side 2 that I have heard. Run to the Hills, I think I remember is in there. Hallowed Be Your Name, I think is in there. I can't remember what else. Maybe just the Number of the Beast, right? The title track. But I think that's funny, Alistair. Yeah, it should have been episode 666. I'm in a church. I need to watch myself. All right. Come on now. But but all of those from that side too that I think that I've heard, it's been since the very beginning of the channel, since I heard any of those. Like all the way back to 2021. So I'm excited to dive back in. So this week, friends, in case we've been kind of scatterbrained and all around, this week, Motorhead Overkill on Monday. On Tuesday, Jimi Hendrix Are You Experienced on Patreon. Okay. On Wednesday, Dave Brubeck and Take Five. No video on Thursday. And then on Friday, we're doing The Number of the Beast, side 1 from Iron Maiden. And then I can tell you this, on Sunday, a week from today, we're doing another Doug on Demand with the Council of Dougs and Doug's Angels. And then next Monday, we're finishing up The Number of the Beast with side 2. And then right into fan favorites. And we keep right on rolling. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. What's up, Barry? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Y'all are so great. Y'all are so kind. Thank you very much. Andrew's asking, would you react to Christian metal? I really like the band Tourniquet. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just not as familiar with it. I mean, the most overtly Christian stuff that I've reacted to has been music by Neil Morse. And in fact, when I was last talking with Neil, um, and about his new album with shucks, who are those guys? Phil Kagi and Chester, right? I forget the name of the group now. What do they call themselves? Deep Water? I think it was Deep Water, or that was the name of the album. With they talked about how um, important their faith was to the creation of that particular project. I'm not opposed to it. Yeah. Laurent is saying, been a while. Asked if you could look into Pentagram. The song is called Ghoul. So about Bobby Liebling, took him decades to finally get recognition thanks to a meme. The genre is doom metal. Ghoul. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Thank you. I don't know. Doom metal. Cosmic Cathedral. Thank you for it, man. You're looking after me. Thank you, man. Cool. Cool. What else do we have going? I can tell you that we wait a minute. Alistair says, I'm still hoping you'll return to Threshold. I've got some of their albums now. Some folks have sent me their albums. That might have been you, Alistair. And I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with them on the turntable, but thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. June is just popping right along, isn't it? by the time we finish up Iron Maiden's The Number of the Beast, it'll be time for our fan favorites with with songs from the master list. I think I'll then have some Rolling Stones popping back in, and I think Nightwish fans. I did an entire EPL on Imagineering a few months ago, and I think I'm going to release that in totality for the Nightwish fans. That's like a 2 hour full album reaction, and I'm eager to let y'all hear it. But that'll maybe be in a few weeks. That is kind of up in the air. But this week I know about Bill. Thank you, buddy. Still hoping for Patrick Moraz's Story of I. It's on my. I keep saying it's on my list, but I almost when I did the poll for this past EPL, we've had some great EPLs in a row, right? I mean, Trick of the Tail, Sergeant Pepper's, and Are You Experienced will be the last three EPLs. Those are some big time albums, right? Genesis, A Trick of the Tail, The Beatles, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. 3 in a row. Um, that we've got several of these albums by some of our prog rock heroes that um, have done some solo albums. We get several folks that put in these, and Patrick Moraz's Story of I is one of them. Patrick Moraz played famously with Yes, right? We've listened to some Rick Wakeman solo albums. We've listened to Steve Hackett solo albums. We've listened to John Anderson solo albums, but we've still got like a whole bunch of these proggers. Tony Banks. We listened to a Richard Wright solo album from Pink Floyd. People have asked for Roger Waters albums. I've done the original solo album from David Gilmour. So there's a lot of great music out there from these proggers, these classic proggers that kind of said, you know what, I've got my own ideas and I need to put in a little album here. Soggy says Steve Howe has several wonderful albums. So yeah, um, still in my mind. I haven't forgotten about Patrick Moraz, y'all. Awesome. Hi, Anna. I'm very good friends with Terry Bozzio's former drum technician who used to set up Bozzio's massive drum kit. Would it be amazing to interview him? He was also in band Blood God. Send me a note. It's a daily Doug at Gmail. I'll do what I can. No promises, but I'll do what I can. Okay? Robert, that would be cool. I saw Adrian Belew. I was really impressed by him leading the Beat concert. I got to see that in New York last fall, and I was really impressed with him as a frontman. I thought he did great. I thought he might have been overshadowed by his band members, but he was out there out front and just ripping it up. Really, really wonderful. Oh, Tracy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Tapestry. Mm, what an album. Right. Katya, I've got several on the list from Peter Gabriel. Um, I know Robert Fripp's got some too. Yeah. It's good news that we're not running out of music to listen to together, isn't it? It's really good news. Um, and I'm thankful for y'all for continuing to hang out with me while I listen to all this great music that I never had a chance to listen to back in real time as it was happening. Right? Wow, y'all are just in the chat today. I'm really happy about that. Thank you very much. Loving this. Loving this. My allergies are going nuts. It's raining. I've got tissues and everything. So sorry for that. Jeff, did I do the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Did I know the song. I thought that I did a reaction on that. Maybe I didn't. I thought that I did. I thought that I did. I know that we've got what's the other one of his? If You Could Read My Mind in the fan favorites voting for this year. That's also true, Bob. Yeah. So not only are we mourning Brian Wilson's loss, but we're mourning Sly Stone, who recently passed away. That's the thing, y'all. With my schedule being so frayed right now, I don't think that I'm going to be able to fit in some of these timely um, celebration episodes for musicians that have left us. Uh, I don't know if I'd be able to get to it before the end of the month. That's what I'm talking about. So by the time we get to July, maybe there's other folks who sadly have passed away, and it might kind of be separated from it. We did though on our Discord this week have a couple of impromptu parties where we were playing some of our Beach Boys favorites. And when we met with the Council of Doug's and Doug's Angels yesterday on our Zoom call, we played several tunes from the Beach Boys as well, and just kind of had a cathartic listening session. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, that's right, Soggy. Thank you. Yeah, Andrew, these musicians, they need to live forever, right? Come on. They need to live forever. It's getting to be about that time too, y'all. It's a quarter till. I do need to keep track of the time. This service that I'm playing is going to start in about 15 minutes. Um, Sam, I didn't get to do the Rick Derringer episode either. I ended up taking a personal day that day. That was the day that we found out that Trixie had cancer, and I was just not in an emotional place to do a video. So I ended up not doing the Rick Derringer celebration video, unfortunately. Yeah. Um, one more time, y'all. Ooh, Brian says, any future, for the 1000th episode plan. I haven't even really thought about it. I haven't even thought about it. Um, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, Michael, I think we're gonna continue on with Zeppelin 2. That'll be the next one. I'm not sure how soon, but it'll be the next one that I get to. And I'm not sure if it'll be here on YouTube or if it'll be over on Patreon, but I will let y'all know when we get to it. Let me um, let me answer this. The hard problem. Do you do music requests by music made by us? I As the channel has gotten bigger, it's really scary to do independent artists. Um, I love lifting up lesser known bands, lesser known musicians, and sharing them with the world. But it's also a scary thing to do because if a lot less people watch, then YouTube pays attention and it decreases my distribution and the algorithm starts playing things. The whole aspect of this that's a business tends to get in my head a little bit. So it's a scary thing to take a look at bands that are less often or less widely known. When I do, I plan it uh I, pretty well so that I can, pop in. But to Robert's point over on Patreon, when we have done Doug on Demands, when we've done some Zoom sessions. I think we've even done some music clubs where people share some of their own music, and it's wonderful stuff. And I really have enjoyed hearing the music that our community members are involved in making, and it's great. It's great. But most likely on Patreon if I do. Thank you very much. What's up, Bloomus? Thank you, man. I've been to Denmark. Short, short trip, but I've been to Denmark. Lovely area. John is asking if I'll review some more heavy stuff like black metal or death metal. Um, I'm not opposed to it, but so far, it's not been music that's really grabbed me in terms of my emotion. It's more like, holy crap, can I get through this? And that might be the entertaining part of it. for y'all. What's he gonna do when he hears this? Um, those, so in that instance, those are fun. Just let me know. Just let me know which ones to get to, and I will do my best to get to that. Michael, I think I've done one or two by Tori Amos. I got to see her in concert back in the day. I remember it very well, but I've never really paid attention to her music. But what I have heard from her relatively recently, I've been really impressed with, for sure. Awesome. Let me recap one more time, friends, and then I need to get going. All right. Um, Tomorrow we're taking a look at Motorhead, and we're looking at Overkill. Overkill by Motorhead. Lemmy and the guys are coming to town. On Tuesday, we are taking a look at Are You Experienced from the Jimi Hendrix Experience. That will be a Patreon exclusive. So look for that over on Patreon. They won the poll this past time, and I'm eager to get to that one. We're going to take a look at Take Five from the Dave Brubeck Quartet on Wednesday, and then on Friday, up the irons, y'all. We're doing the Number of the Beast, side one, and then the following Monday we'll continue on and we'll get to side two. In the middle of all that, Megan is recovering from surgery, and little Miss Trixie is going to have her surgery on Tuesday. And assuming all goes well, I will be a happy Doug when all of that is over and when we get good news. Yeah, so let's manifest that, shall we? Good news. Good news. We want good news, not bad news. We want good news. Good news. Yeah. If little Miss Trixie is suffering, that's gonna make me weepy, y'all. That really, really is. Megan's doing okay. Observer. It was a planned surgery that, by all accounts, went well. She's just taking it easy today. She stayed home. Yeah, but she sends her love to everybody, and I do as well, and Trixie does as well. And thank y'all for thinking about us, and for your thoughts, and for sending us the well wishes. Yeah, yeah, I really, really appreciate it. We feel it. We feel it coming through. Even here digitally. We feel it coming through. So I believe that's going to be all for me today, my friends. I'm sorry about the technical issues we had at the beginning, but it looks like we've had a pretty decent time together. So thank you for chilling with me. It's going to be a great week, and I'm really excited to share this music with you. We've got Motorhead, Jimi Hendrix, Dave Brubeck, and Iron Maiden. Pretty badass week, if you ask me. It's going to be great. So, thanks everybody, and we'll see you soon. Okay? Be well. Be well. Peace. Make sure that my finger hits the right thing here. Okay. All right. Be well, y'all. Bye bye.